Hello and welcome to Peter Scott Cars. Today we have this 23 plate, very high specification Renault Arkana. We'll run through some of the high specification as we go around the vehicle. The car's just had the one owner from brand new, cared for and maintained to a very high standard with all Renault main agent service history. As we go around the vehicle, I'll get a close up to all the bumper corners to show you they are free from any scuffs or marks. There's also no marks or scuffs to the centre of the bumper, lower down either, can also be quite common. Front of the car really couldn't be any better. As I get very close to the edge of the bonnet, front of the bumper, the only thing I can see, some very minor stone chips, have to be very close to even notice at all. As I take a step back and look down the entire driver's side of the vehicle, can't see any parking dents. All four of the alloy wheels really nice, as I'll show you as we go on the car as well. Starting with the driver's front alloy wheel, I'm struggling to see a single mark at all. Can't see anything negative to point out on the driver's front wing. That does include the plastic wheel arch, free from any scuffs or marks. Car's got the power folding mirrors as part of the high specification. Both of those mirror covers free from any scuffs or marks also. Moving on to the driver's door, I'm struggling to see anything detrimental to point out at all. Get a close-up underneath the door handle to highlight there's no marks or scratches, can be very common, particularly on the driver's door. Or the driver's door edge really nice as well, can't spot any chips. There's no scuffs to the plastics at the bottom of the doors either, just get low down to highlight that. Onto the rear door, same as the driver's. I really am struggling to see anything to mention at all. Again, no marks underneath the handle, can't spot any chips to the door edge. Onto this rear panel, exactly the same, there isn't anything to point out. Plastic wheel arch, again free from any scuffs, and that alloy wheel identical to the driver's front. Cannot see a single mark at all. Taking you into the vehicle from the driver's side, inside the car really couldn't be any better. It's got the leather interior as part of the high specification. Front seats are heated, electrically operated also. Just get a close up to the wing and edge of the driver's seat. Really no sign of any wear to point out at all. Car's had the genuine overmats fitted to all carpet and footwells, exactly the same. Just get close up to the driver's footwell to highlight there's no sign of any wear. Car's got the satellite navigation rear view camera as part of the high specification. Just want to get a close up to the centre console and gear knobs around. Sometimes people jump in, put keys, coffee cups on the centre console, end up marking the console, but not the case with this cherished Renault. Couldn't be any better inside. Will add as well, there's no unwanted odours with the vehicle, no smells of smoke or pets. There's no marks to the driver's step either. Sometimes people drag their feet getting into a vehicle, mark the paintwork on the step, but again, not the case on this Arkana. No problems with the driver's door card. Sometimes around the handle you can see a few little marks and scratches to this trim, but again, not the case, or where people have rested their arm, this section gets a little bit worn, but nothing to mention. The seats in the rear really do look like they've hardly been sat in. Just get a close up to the edge of the seat to highlight that. Close up to the carpets also, all free from any wear. Those overmats protected them from new. There's no kick marks or scuffs to the rear of the front seats, can also be common. Can't spot any chips to the step. Easy to catch the seat belt in the rear step and mark the paintwork slightly, but again, not the case. Round to the rear of the vehicle. As I mentioned at the start of the video, all bumper corners free from any scuffs or marks. That does include the plastic trims lower down also. There's no marks to the centre of the bumper either. Easy to park a little bit too close to someone or something, mark the centre of the bumper, but again, not the case. Just get low down so you can see there's no scuffs to the underside either. As I've already said, easy to go over a curb, scuff the underside, but nothing to mention. Just take you inside the luggage compartment. Same as the rest of the interior, couldn't be any better. As you'd expect, all really nice and clean. There's no scuffs to the side plastics. close up to the top of the bumper, interior plastics there. Sometimes with these practical size vehicles, people buy them for the large luggage compartment, subsequently end up putting in big items a little bit carelessly, marking the top of the bumper, scuffing the trims. As you can see, not the case on this cherished Renault. Bumper corner and plastics once again, free from any scuffs at all. Looking down the passenger side of the car, exactly the same as the driver's, struggling to see a single parking dent. That alloy wheel, exactly the same as the other two I've already shown. You can't see any scuffs or signs of curbing at all. Plastic wheel arch, again free from any scuffs. Onto this rear panel, certainly no scratches or parking dents to mention. I'm struggling to see even the most minor of stone chips, I really am. All the door edge nice again, underneath the handle exactly the same. Rest of the door, there isn't anything to mention. Get low down so you can see the plastics, once again free from any marks or scuffs. I really am struggling to see anything to point out at all. That is just a little bit of a fly on the vehicle. I'll just point that out so you don't confuse it for a stone chip. Take you into the vehicle from both sides just so I can show you all the steps, edge of the seats. Repeating myself, seats in the rear really do look like they've hardly been sat in. No kick marks or scuffs to the rear of the passenger seat. There's going to be any chips to the door edges, usually on the front doors, but passenger door edge, same as the driver's. Really am struggling to see any. Same with the handles, if there's going to be any marks, usually on the front doors, but again, not the case. I've already said both mirror covers free from any scuffs. Nothing to mention on the passenger front wing either. That is just a little bit of a hand mark. Just wipe that away so you can see absolutely not a mark to the paintwork. Plastic wheel arch, again free from any scuffs. That is just a little bit of dried rainwater on the plastics. Just wipe that away so you can see it's not a mark or stain to the actual plastic. Onto the final alloy wheel. As I go around all four of the alloy wheels, I'm struggling to see any marks at all. It really is an absolutely cherished example. A credit to the people who've owned the car from new. Going around the entire vehicle, inside and out, other than some very, very minor stone chips, which I have pointed out, and which you have to be very close to even notice. Other than them, I really can't see anything to point out. Really is an absolutely cherished example. Into the vehicle from the passenger side, passenger seat, same as all the other seats I've already shown you. Really couldn't be any better, no problems at all. Footwell exactly the same. Just lean across and show you the driver's seat from the passenger angle. You see plenty of cars where you're looking from the driver's side, seat looks fine. Then when you look across from the passenger angle, driver's seat looks really worn and out of shape. As you would expect with the age and mileage, not the case with this Renault. Couldn't be better from either angle. And I say that about the entire vehicle, inside and out. Really couldn't be better. It's worth noting we have all of our vehicles independently inspected by the AA. That is 128 points inspection, which includes a 5-mile road test by an AA engineer just to make sure the vehicle is correct on the road. You can view the 128 points AA inspection report on our website at peterscottcars.co.uk. We also have finance calculators on our website, so if you are interested in any additional funding to purchase this Renault Arkana, you can pop to our site, model a finance quote and apply for finance directly through our site. We guarantee the lowest rate of finance coming direct to ourselves. So if you are thinking of financing the car through an outside finance company or finance broker, please get in touch with ourselves first for the guaranteed lowest rate of finance. Very, very competitive prime finance available on this Renault. Both PCP and hire purchase available. You can quote both options through our website. Of course, if you need any assistance or any quotes or applications, please do just get in touch. We have the very lowest rates for prime finance customers, but if you have had issues in the past and you're unsure about your credit profile, please get in touch as well. We guarantee the lowest rate for every credit profile. You can do an eligibility checker on our website also, which doesn't affect your credit rating and tells you whether you'll be approved straight away. Just been around the vehicle one final time just to make sure I haven't missed anything, and I say again, really is a cherished example. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch the video. Hopefully you did find it helpful. If you need any further information about the car, please don't hesitate to get in touch.